Come with me and make a Louise Carmen inspired journal for my sister. This is an A6 journal. This is an A5 journal. As you can tell, the size difference is major. But this is going to be the one that I'm going to be showing you today. It is a trifold journal that I have made, and this is a bifold journal, which I will show you in another video. These are the materials that you're going to use for your project. So you're going to need a mat to place it on a hard surface so you make sure that it's not damaging your flooring or your table. You're going to need a ruler. You're also going to need a eyelet setter along with the eyelets in whichever color that you choose. I chose gold. And you're going to need elastic cord. I chose a 2mm, but it can be between 1mm to 3mm of your choice. And this is going to be your leather puncher. It comes in a pack, or it comes in solo. This is going to be necessary. You need scissors and a pen and a hammer. And you're going to need your leather. Your leather is going to be an important choice for you to make. Make sure it's not too thin because it can be too floppy. Make sure it's a good thickness so it can be sturdy enough to hold all your things. This is my template for my journal. So the front is going to be around the same size as your journal. This is a A6 journal. You can find these at Daiso or just online on Amazon or something. You're gonna want, I preferably make it a little tiny bit bigger just so it covers it enough and if I need a little bit of leeway. This is gonna be the binding, so you're gonna want to make a good length of the binding from your preference, because mine is pretty thick and I knew it was going to be pretty thick, so I wanted to make it pretty thick. And I left a lot of space at the end for it to be my trifold. So it's going to be this up front and then this and then some space over here. So I have my template lined up. I'm going to trace around the template and then cut it out with my scissors. Next, I'm going to reference my template and make sure that the holes line up where I would want them to be. Alrighty, so I already made one hole, but you want to make sure that you are using safety precautions by using the mat on a hard surface, and you're going to be hitting the hammer on what you're supposed to be hitting and not your finger. Now to start, you're going to want to line up where you want your hole to be. I'm going to pick this spot where I already referenced my point at, and I'm going to tap it a couple times, and there's your hole. Now I have all of my holes ready to start eyeletting. Your eyelets should be shiny part outside, and the wrong side should be on the inside. So you're going to use these two tools. This is going to be your eyelet setter. You're going to take the bottom of your tool and you're going to place it on. Carefully make sure it's aligned, and now you're going to tap on it. Now that I'm done with all of my eyelets, I'm going to start cutting my elastic cord. So with my elastic cord, I want to make sure that it is long enough for me to tie. So I am going to do twice the size of the height and plus a little more. So I'm going to use my scissors and cut just an inch or two more. And I'm going to do that 4 times. Actually 3 times. And then on the 4th one, which I'm going to do right now, is going to be the size of the hole from the front to the hole, and then plus a little more. There you go. Now you're going to want to tie the cords inside by going inside out and then back inside, then leave that there, and then do the same thing on the other side. And now you're going to want to tie the ends together. Just leave a good amount tied together so it kind of like pulls the ends together, just so it's tight. I don't know if that made sense. Just like that. So it just gives a little bit of tension. Now do the rest for those. Now you're left with this beautiful Louise Carmen inspired journal.